still alive, all you really need is oxygen in your lungs, some water to drink. I think your body can do without food for a few days, but no water, right?
That's
so water
another conversation. I know people.
Anyways.
I know people that haven't eaten for months. Breatharians.
Oh my god! Oh, are you? Ooh, what's it called?
Breatharians.
Breatharians.
Living off the prana of the sun and not eating at all. There's people here in Ubud 30 years no eating.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So when you look at it from that perspective, you really don't need anything to stay alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Life became a whole hell of a lot easier.
Wow.
And
you don't need anything anymore.
No, I mean the thing is that the universe always provides. So when I needed something, it was always there.
Yeah.
But it will keep testing you until you have enough faith to where you can not have to worry about where that next meal is going to come from or where the rent money is going to come from or whatever. Like I had an experience where I was, after all this change in perspective, another year later I had hit rock bottom again. And
how did it feel the second time? Did you feel scared?
I only felt scared because I was responsible for other human beings.
Okay.
So I had a girlfriend who lived with me and her son at the time. And if it were just me, I wouldn't have cared. But because I was responsible for these other humans, it put a lot of pressure on me. And I was 4 months past due on my rent. I had no car and I had no job. And I found this book called 29 Gifts.
29 Gifts.
Yeah. And it's about how a woman...
29 Gifts by whom?
By Cammie Walker.
So would you say that's something that changed your life, a book that changed your life, something that inspired you to go on that journey?
It's all about shifting our focus from our own struggle and suffering to giving and gifting and empowering others in their lives.
Yes.
So this woman beat cerebral palsy in 30 days as a result of giving a gift to everybody for 30 days straight.
What did she beat?
Cerebral palsy.
What's that?
Like a muscle disorder that literally renders you blind and in a wheelchair, can't walk. So she started going blind. She was in a wheelchair. She started giving for 29 days. By the end, she had beat all of her symptoms, gained her eyesight back.
Are you
and
serious?
started walking again.
What an inspiring book. Maybe you want to check that out. Yeah.
So I found that book at a time when I was feeling pretty low. So I started giving. I started the giving challenge, and that's what she's inspiring people to do. Start doing this 30-day giving challenge.
So what were you giving to whom?
So I started out. I didn't have any money, so I was giving hugs to strangers and writing anonymous notes to neighbors, telling them how special and loved they are. Little things that would go a long way, but didn't cost me any money. And so by the end, I had a car, a job, and my rent billed out.
Okay, so what was the first step after you had this realization? What was the first thing you did? Which kind of action did you take in order to change?
Well, that job that I took, it was in corporate America, and I was there for exactly a year, and I realized I didn't want to do that. So I quit that job with $8,000 and no plan. And
so what did you do? Did you stay at home all day, or did you?
No, I was doing radio. I started doing radio shows.
Okay.
Yep, I got kind of pulled into the alternative media scene, and I ended up with a big following on my blog and doing radio. That's another long story, maybe for episode 2.
Yeah.
Bought 3 motorhomes, and we went from Los Angeles to North Carolina along the southern states, doing talks and meetup groups and.
So you really engaged with people. So you went out, you met people, you was that related somehow to the gift challenge?
Yeah,
did it inspire you, or did it shift something inside of you, that challenge?
Once I realized what was possible and how looked out for I am, and also, you figure out what you want to do in life, but by first figuring out what you don't want to do. And I had a long list of all the shit I didn't want to do anymore.
Oh.
So I just stopped doing it. And some people go, that's crazy, you need a job, you need this, you're nuts.
That mindset, right.
Shutting all of that bullshit out, and just following your heart is the only way to go. So when I did this tour, I realized that I needed to completely change my life because I fell in love with the uncertainty of adventure. And so I came back, I ended my engagement, I gave away all my stuff, and I moved to Africa.
Africa?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Morocco. So
Morocco.
I was there for a year.
You spent a year in Morocco?
Yeah, before here.
Oh, what did you do in Morocco? Just following...
Trying to start a community and making lots of mistakes.
Fantastic! We love mistakes! Don't we? Like, the mistakes are the best lessons.
Here's what I learned. The path to hell is paved with good intentions.
Oh, yes, I like that.
Right?
So the path to hell is paved with good intentions. What does that mean?
That means that when you do radio and you talk about starting community in Morocco, and when 70 people show up from 27 countries, all wanting a beautiful, peaceful, blissful, conscious, eco-community where people plant gardens every day and dance at night and think that it's this fairy tale and the whole thing implodes, that's probably most likely going to happen. It was too much, too fast, and too many personalities to deal with, and everything fell apart. But all for a reason, because it's that falling apart that ended up me coming to Bali.
Exactly, and it's all the lessons you've learned in that project that you are doing differently here in this project now, right?
Yeah, we're still making mistakes, but less of them, and not the same ones twice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But I think mistakes are actually very good. You know, sometimes we could even say do mistakes more, because then you actually learn. It's like the best opportunity for growth.
Yes,
I think
you can't really ever fail.
Yeah.
Because each time you fall on your face, you pick yourself up and you learn something new.
So, show us, what is this place all about?
This over here, apologize for the mess. We're in the middle of construction, obviously. Outside, when you walk up, this will be our fresh organic juice bar. We will be growing, eventually, all of our own fruits, all of our own vegetables. And this is when people walk up, they can get their fresh juice, kind of like Wyon's juice bar, except way better. Yay! And we'll have all sorts of mixtures and blends of various kinds of juices and elixirs from our juice bar. Also, interesting feature, bicycle tours come through the road here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, this is kind of a drive-up bicycle parking area, and we're going to be building a series of bamboo bicycles. So when guests are waiting for their juice, they can ride the bike and create the power to use the blender and the juicer, so they can create their own power to make their own juice. Pretty cool, bamboo bicycle. This will be the largest natural pool in all of Bali. It's 20 meters long, 2 meters deep. We're in the process of putting slate in there. No chemicals, no chlorine. It will all be filtered using a plant-based ecosystem, which will be on the outside wall over there. Please come this way. And then this will be full of plants. This will be full of plants. We'll restructure the water as it goes back into the pool, so we can have a nice natural pool. In theory, you should be able to drink the water. Okay. Over here is some of the bamboo work. As you can see back here to this wall, once you kind of come around the corner a little bit, the bamboo work is custom designed by our resident bioarchitect. His name is Juan, and he is designing all of our bamboo to grow like weeds from grass or flowers, and that comes up and holds this massive roofing structure here, all made out of bamboo. Ecstatic dance, I mean, the reason why we wanted to do ecstatic dance is, first of all, I love ecstatic dance. Yoga Barn isn't doing ecstatic dance. Yeah. It brings out all the cool, crazy people. And it's giving people an entry into our world a little bit. What we're trying to create here, the energetics, the vibe. We want to start exposing people to that in a myriad of ways, and what better way than to bring people here to celebrate dance and to do it in a place like this.
And it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.